New York, New York. All the Empire State politics you need to know in just a few New York minutes. And on the Democratic side here, Richard Brodsky, former Assemblyman, senior fellow at Demos, professor at NYU. And on the Republican side, John Cahill, former chief of staff to Governor Pataki, former commissioner of New York State's Department of Environmental Conservation. We sat down this week with Christine Quinn, and among the things we asked her about was Anthony Weiner. No doubt the guy surged in the polls, but she didn't take the bait when asked, and seemingly neither has the field in going after him, given obviously a very exposed chin on a lot of different issues. I like how I put that. What are they waiting for?
I don't think that anybody is advantaged at this stage in the race by turning starkly negative. Weiner came in and made a major impression on the race and is likely to continue to. I was right, you were wrong.
He will not be the Democratic candidate for mayor. It will not happen.
Having said that, the Democratic voter is interested in things like, what are you going to do for me? What does this mean for the middle class? What does it mean for special constituencies, gay community, black community, and others? Those debates are likely to be much more powerful than anybody's mistakes, however serious.
Now, Christine Quinn is really threatened by Weiner's presence in the race. There's no question about that. And frankly, Thompson, I think, is gaining momentum with the UFT endorsement. I think he's getting more engaged in the race. And for Christine Quinn to remain a key factor in this race, she's going to have to address the Weiner issue, if you would, in sometime in her campaign.
I mean, he said he wouldn't vote for her if she was the nominee. She wouldn't even go that far when we pressed her on it. I just don't know what she's waiting on right now. It seems that they were trying to do the Rose Garden strategy. It didn't work.
That kind of conflict is a double-edged sword. Voters in the end aren't looking for the person who's going to be the slash and burn candidate. They're looking for someone who'll do something for them. The interest we in the chattering class have about the back and forth and the sword fight is secondary. It's a good decision for her. I don't know that she'll be the nominee. I don't know that Billy will be the nominee, but it's not going to be advanced by anybody attacking the other.
Let me ask another question she didn't answer that you two can't duck. I asked, or Dominic asked her, best mayor in her lifetime in New York City. How about you? In your lifetime, who's the best mayor for New York City?
Fiorello LaGuardia.
All right,
Gotcha.
that was an easy one.
Gotcha.
Go after him, because you go back a little farther than her. She picked him and she wasn't even born.
Richard has more choices on this one than I do.
Oh, it's an interesting question. In some bizarre way, Ed Koch.
Really?
Yeah.
How about you?
I really think that between Koch, Giuliani, and Bloomberg have brought an awful lot to the city in their own way. Actually, at this point, I really do think Bloomberg has brought a sense of growth and expectation of the city. And he wouldn't have had that opportunity without Giuliani, and Giuliani wouldn't have had that opportunity without Koch. I mean, they have to build on one another.
I could just see the temperature going on.
Mike Bloomberg is leaving this city broke.
Oh.
He's done two things of note in legacy. He rezoned Manhattan, and he built 3 sports facilities. That's it. That's your idea
Richard,
of progress?
you haven't been to New York City, the outer boroughs, or to the west side of Manhattan, the growth that's happening in the city, the excitement that now in the city that was certainly missing 20 years ago.
You don't think he left a better New York than the one he found?
Oh, I think I'd phrase it this way. The city is in better shape now than it was 12 years ago, but so is Los Angeles and so is Chicago, and a lot of that has to do with the recovery from the Great Recession. And he's not a bad guy, and he didn't murder and kill and pillage, but his accomplishments, he's leaving the city without labor contracts, so the next mayor has to deal with them.
He's leaving without labor contracts because they won't negotiating him, waiting for the next Democrat to come in and get the store away. That's why there's no labor contract.
It's a better city.
If you're a labor union, would you sign a contract with Mike Bloomberg right now? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't even sit down and negotiate with him.